Hello and welcome to Cricket Next. The day is finally here. The different owners of various IPL franchises are set to have a meeting with the top brass of the Board of Control for Cricket in India in Mumbai on July 31st, which is tomorrow. The meeting will happen at BCCI's headquarters in the evening hours, as we have been told, and a lot is going to be discussed. A lot of discussions and deliberations will happen because we are entering a new IPL cycle. The mega auctions are likely to happen at the end of this year or early next year. Still no confirmation on the date of the mega auction, but yes, there's a mega auction taking place. So all teams are, just entering the preparatory mode for what promises to be a very exciting new cycle. A lot of players are expected to move bases. A lot of players are expected to go into the auction pool. But before all that happens, it's important to kind of address what's on agenda tomorrow. So IPL retention formula is going to be worked out, and tomorrow's meeting, I think it's just a mere formality because both parties, IPL teams have had discussions with the BCCI via their senior officials, the CEOs, the COOs, and all the people who have been calling the shots in different IPL teams have already had discussions with the BCCI, who have received feedback on various issues like the impact player rule, like the auction purse increase, like whether there should be incremental bonus for players who are already who have already signed a particular contract with the franchise. So all these things have been discussed at length between the BCCI and the IPL teams, and tomorrow it's more about the IPL owners just interacting with the BCCI, charting the way forward for the cash-rich league. As you know, mega auction is always very exciting, and the right formula has to be worked out, and all parties right now need to figure that out, because most teams who have done well in the last couple of seasons are pushing for more retentions, are pushing for more RTM cards. But there are other teams who have struggled, who want to press the reset button probably again for the nth time, but they want to get their act right now. So BCCI needs to find that right mix of retentions and RTMs, if at all they come into picture. So let's see what the magical number is going to be. And I spoke to a very senior IPL office bearer, IPL team official who has worked with multiple franchises in the past, and he's of the opinion that 5 could well be the magic number. BCCI could well keep the retention number as 5. Now, how that would be worked out, how many retentions, how many overseas retentions, let's wait for the finalizations to happen tomorrow in Mumbai. But 5 could well be the number, because that strikes a fine balance between teams who are actually looking to press reset and teams who just want to retain their core, and players who they have invested for a very, very long time in the past. So having said that, it's going to be a very exciting day as far as the retentions are concerned. But there's a very important thing which I would like to address in this explainer, and that's the auction purse going up. So from 100 crores, there's likely a very potential hike there's a potential hike in store tomorrow as well. So if that happens before the mega auction, every team will go into the auction with a beefed up purse, at least 10 to 20 crores. That's what we are hearing. If that happens, not many players would want the trading or the transfers to happen. Instead, they would opt for just entering into the auction and get better return for their skill set and what they bring to the table. So it will be a very interesting turn of events about what happens and how players and franchises remodel their strategy when the purse actually goes up, because when you get the extra crores to spend, no player would want to miss that opportunity, because as I said, it's a cash-rich league and has made plenty of crorepatis in the last decade or so. So I think that is what going to be the focus of these players. Now, just coming to the impact player rule, a lot has been said about the impact player rule. The house continues to be divided whether it should be there, it shouldn't be there. Many purists believe that impact player just throws the balance out of the game, and it's traditionally a 11 on 11 contest, which now becomes a 12 on 12 contest. Even at 50 for 4 or 200 for 2, no guarantees are there. Any side can win from any position in the IPL contest just because of that extra player. But BCCI is of the opinion, we have spoken to a few office bearers, senior office bearers, and they're of the opinion that at least it's giving an opportunity to an uncapped Indian player on most of the occasions, even a capped Indian player on occasion. But yes, uncapped Indian players are getting into the mix. An Indian player is actually the beneficiary of these of the impact player rule on most occasions. But there's a counter opinion to that, because it is impacting skill development of a player. So someone like a Washington Sundar warmed the bench for most of the season for SRH, and it probably costed him a spot in the T20 World Cup squad for the 2024 edition, which India went on to win. So what a story it could have been had the impact player rule not been there. But then there's a counter opinion to that too. People say that Ravindra Jadeja, Akshar Patel, Hardik Pandya, they continue to find a way in the playing 11 and be the first few names on the team sheet, even with the presence of the impact player rule. So all these things will be discussed, will be deliberated when the team owners and the BCCI office bearers meet tomorrow in Mumbai. All these things will be deliberated upon. The formula for the retention is going to be discussed. Auction purse is going to be discussed. The impact player rule is going to be discussed. So a lot of discussions and deliberations will be underway in Mumbai on July 31st. So you stay tuned to Cricket Next. We will make sure that we bring you all the updates from this very exciting meeting between the IPL owners and the BCCI office bearers. And I repeat, this is not the first time that BCCI will be having dialogue with the different IPL teams. Plenty of dialogue has already happened. This meeting between the officials or the owners was initially supposed to happen during the second half of the IPL in Ahmedabad. Unfortunately, it couldn't happen. Then there were talks of having it right after the World Cup. That didn't happen too. But now finally they're meeting nearly a month after India won the World Cup title in the Caribbean. They're finally meeting, and we'll bring you all the updates from Mumbai. So you keep watching Cricket Next. Hit the like button. So click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon, and make sure you follow us across our social media handles on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. We'll continue to bring you all the updates from India versus Sri Lanka. The white ball series is currently underway under new head coach Gautam Gambhir and Suryakumar Yadav, the captain of the T20 side. India have already won the T20 series 2-0, and the third game is more or less a dead rubber, but focus will be on the three ODIs. Hardik Pandya has opted for a personal leave, he will not be there. Shubman Gill, the new deputy in ODIs. Rohit Sharma returns, Virat Kohli returns, KL Rahul, Shreyas Iyer, Harshit Rana, the new addition. So plenty of action coming your way from Sri Lanka too. So you make sure that you keep watching Cricket Next, because we'll make sure that you don't miss a ball. So keep watching.